Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I am sitting in my car because it's quiet and it's peaceful, and I know that my car hasn't been infected by the coronavirus. I'm not out and about today because we've been asked to stay home. I've had conversations with multiple people around that frankly have got me concerned. There's a mixture of attitudes. Some people say we shouldn't do this. Why is the government doing this? This is all crazy. And then there's others that are people that I respect a great deal that say, no, we need to listen to our government and to these authorities. They're the experts, we aren't. And I tend to subscribe to that mentality. For me personally, I'm staying home as much as I possibly can and going out only when I have to. I just want to remind those of you who would say that the government is going too far on this. The Bible tells us to submit to our governments, that they've been appointed by God. And that's, in this case, I think this is exactly right. If they're not doing what is right, if this is all made up, or if there's something else going on that we don't know about, God will bring that down on them. For me, and for the churches that I'm a part of, because I've also heard people say, well, the churches shouldn't close, that's just a lack of faith. I don't think that's what it's about at all. I want to be a good example. I want the church to not be a burden to our leaders. So listen, if you're out there and you're tempted to go against this or to throw it to the side and pretend like it's not important, I'm going to ask you to rethink that and recognize that this isn't all about you. One, we need to recognize that how we conduct ourselves is a reflection on God. And um, and I honestly don't feel like my leaders are lying to me. I've come to that conclusion. It's easy to subscribe to conspiracy theories, but I really feel like there's something going on here that we need to pay attention to. And even if it's not, I'm still going to walk in obedience to the Word of God. And I just got to read you this passage for those of you who are tempted to ignore the Bible, to ignore the leaders. This comes out of Romans 13. It says, let every soul be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and the authorities that exist are appointed by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists the ordinance of God, and those who resist will bring judgment on themselves. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. Do you want to be unafraid of the authorities? Do what is good, and you will have praise from them. For he is God's master to you for good, or minister, God's minister to you for good. But if you do evil, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain. For he is God's minister, an avenger to execute wrath on him who practices evil. Therefore you must be subject not only because of the wrath, but also for conscience sake. For because of this you also pay taxes, for they are God's ministers, attending continually to this very thing. Render therefore to all their due, taxes to whom taxes are due, customs to whom customs, fear to whom honor. The reality is they're not asking us to do something illegal, anything that goes against the Word of God, that we are being inconvenienced, but it may very well be for a good reason, and I tend to think it is. So stay home as best you can. Don't be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution. Listen, God's got this, and if you're tempted to go to the store and hoard and to worry and to just fret, I'm going to ask you to muster your faith, take a deep breath of fresh air, a breath of faith, and just say, God's got this. And all they're asking us to do is stay home. That's it. God bless. Stay safe, stay healthy. Love you.